Hello everyone, MJT360 back at you again with another video. So today we're going to be cutting some 1.75" diameter exhaust tubing, but this time we're not using a cold cut saw. We're not using an abrasive chop saw to do this. We're going to be using, get ready for it, a circular saw. I'm going to show you that you can cut steel with a circular saw and a Hercules 7¼ 48 tooth, I believe, metal cutting circular saw blade that is meant for steel. We're going to be cutting through some exhaust tubing, and the saw I'm using is a new to me skill saw SPT67WM from 2020. I just got it off of eBay. Its parts are not working and it needed an armature bearing, but this is the sidewinder version of the worm drive. This blade will also work on a worm drive saw if you break out the little diamond shape in the middle. You can put it on a worm drive. Now, to give you a preface, this blade is rated at 3,500 RPM max. The saw spins at 5,300 or either 53 or 5,400 RPM. Yeah, the saw spins at 5,300 RPM, which means I'm overspinning the blade, but I've seen a lot of people use this blade on circular saws on YouTube and nobody seems to have had a problem. They're just really well built blades. You can put this on a 7¼ miter saw as well and cut steel. That's another good thing. Now, say if you really don't want to use this blade because it's not rated for the RPM. For a little bit more money, I bought the Hercules blade because I'm a cheapskate and I wanted a steel cutting blade that will cut steel with a circular saw to try it. Actually, on a different project on a miter saw, which I did a previous video about. And, but yeah, this is what it's actually meant for, not a miter saw. It's meant for a circular saw or a 7¼ miter saw. I had a 10" miter saw and it worked pretty good. Now, one more thing. This blade will not work when cutting angle iron for bed frames. I've tried it, it throws a bunch of sparks and doesn't go anywhere. And the reason why is because that is hardened steel or harder than normal steel. It's not mild steel, it's some type of slightly stronger steel. This blade is meant for mild steel and I think it can do stainless steel, but I'm not too sure about that. I wouldn't try it. I would try it on mild steel only. The Diablo Steel Demon, I would trust it because it's a better quality blade. That blade was like $25. I think this one was like $15. I'll put a link to it in the description below if I can somehow of the blade. I don't know if YouTube will let me, but we'll see. Probably I won't. But you can just go on Harbor Freight and search up Hercules 7¼ circular saw blade for steel, and you'll find this blade pop up. But yeah, so let's do it. Now, the circular saw I'm using today is this one right here. This is a skill saw SPT67WM. It is a 7¼ circular saw, 5,300 RPM, and 15 amps. And as you can see, it's corded. Why? I don't like battery-powered circular saws. They are terrible. Now, this saw had been on a construction site. I bought it off of eBay for $36 total after I replaced the armature bearing on this side. But now that's the one disappointing thing about this saw, is that it has no blade brake. It's not the blade brake version, it's just the standard version. And as you can see, this is a sidewinder saw, which means the blade is on the right. Now, if you want a sidewinder that's a lefty, look at the skill saw Southpaw. SOUTHPAW. That looks identical to this saw, except for it is blades on the other side. This is a left-handed saw, where this is a right-bladed saw. Now, a left-bladed saw is not a left-handed saw. In fact, I use the saw, when I'm using it with my left hand, as you can see, I hope you can see that in the video, yes you can, I can easily sight and see the blade right there and see where my line is. When I have it on the blade, when I have a worm drive, I have to look over to see the blade. If I'm cutting right-handed, like this, I can easily see that blade, which is a left-handed saw. So that's why right-handed blade saws are meant for lefties and left-handed saws are meant for righties, mainly. But I have 2 worm drives and I love them to death. And they were also skill saws. And I've fallen into the skill saw phenomenon. I love Skill Saw as a brand. I have 3 of their saws, this one and 2 others. And you've already seen the 2 others on the videos. But yeah. So this is one of the made in China ones because it's an SPT version. And here's the blade we're using. This is a Hercules Legendary Performance Steel Cutting 7 1/4 inch 48 tooth ceramic carbide blade. I'll give you a close up of the blade. Gotta be careful, try not to grab the power cord, power switch. There you go. There's the blade. So yeah, here we go. You can still see the pipe. Here we go. Take it nice and slow and steady. I want to do it on this side so you can actually see what I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm holding the piece. And ready? Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's lukewarm. She is lukewarm, but like, look at that cut. Clean, precise. You can see there were some sparks, and this thing produces a lot of metal dust. This is the shavings that it's producing. So you see how they're blue? That's because all the heat went into the shavings instead of the piece. That's why it is cool to the touch. So, there you go. I hope you liked the video. Please, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to get this video out to people. This is MJT360 signing off. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace. Bye.